Oh, Wolfpack, how I've missed you. It's been a little bit. We had the 53 and ordeal, and then we had that ordeal on my Discord, and it was just time for a really good break. So yes, we are doing the 3777 777 project, so we're just getting prepared. I've been asked by several new players, how do we have a good start for a free-to-play? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through how to get started, what are the different little buttons, and let me know, is my music too loud? I'm waiting for my moderator to get on. So I'm just making some adjustments. It's been so long that everything had desynced off my PC. I had to relog into everything, including YouTube on my OBS. Oh, hey, thanks. Phoenix, how's my sound? Let me know, brother. So let's go through. Right now I have my T5 account set up. Alright, can you hear my voice okay? For some reason OBS always forgets my stuff, so... anyway, let's go. So this is my T5 account, which y'all know so well. My pilot went ahead and migrated me back to KVK2. Okay, so it's too loud. Thank you. Let me pop that down a little bit. Okay, how's that? Give it a few seconds. It takes a minute to update. So thank you for my moderators on my page. They're fantastic. So this is my T5 account, which y'all know so well. My pilot migrated it to 93, and we're right in the middle of, what are we, KVK2. So we just busted through last night. But I stayed up all night last night. Hey! Oh, I'm so glad to see you, Lou. But we just punched through last night, trying to get into the center. We've kind of been trapped for a little bit, but I think we're making progress now. Well, I'd rather have the music too quiet, honestly, than too loud, because it takes a minute for it to update. But what I was saying earlier is I just got on, and we haven't streamed what, in like 2 months? So everything is like desynced. Nothing was working at first, so thanks to my moderator, he's helping me out. But, so this is KVK2, but what I wanted to do, I know that a lot of you guys are experienced players, but we have a lot of new people playing with the 777 project that are either new players or returning players. I have a little bit of fighting footage, but I did not stream last night. It was like from 12 to 4 o'clock in the morning, and I have teenagers, so I was totally not going to get up and stream. But it seems like everything happens in the middle of the night. And I had to get up and work this morning, so I didn't record it, but I took some like screen footage off my cell phone. But later, if we get some more fighting tonight, then I'll get on and I'll stream. But they never like for you to post your markers, and I definitely I don't want to get zeroed for posting markers as my punishment. But just real quick, I want to get into what is ROK, because I've been contacted with several people that have been following me. They found me on YouTube, they found me on social media, and they're really interested in starting to play. So that's what I kind of want to delve in today, and if we get some fighting later, I'll log back in and do another stream. But I literally had 3 hours sleep last night because we were fighting. But like I said, as you can see, we punched through. So where am I at for you new players? This is called KVK. So you spend your first, 2.5, 3 months when you start a new account, and you're just building your account. There's 2 options. There's people that are free to play. We call those people either guppies. We give them all fish names. And then you have people that are your dolphins that spend maybe 100 or so a month. Maybe a little bit less, and then you get into your whales, which may spend 400 to 500 a month, and then your krakens, which spend ungodly amounts. We know of players that have spent 200 and some thousand on their accounts. But you can totally play this game free to play. So this is KVK. At the end of your building period, this is kingdom versus kingdom. So we're KVK2, so there's multiple kingdoms here, and then we're all going to duke it out and fight in the center. To see who gets the king's land, and then their special advantages, which we won't go into depth of that. So just a little bit about, I'm going to start a new account, and it's just going to be my temporary account. because what we're gearing up for is Project 777 or Kingdom 3777. And this is going to be epic because it's going to be the content creators. This is Apocalyptic Gaming's project. It's his baby. We're wanting a kingdom with no drama, you know, none of that backstabbing. It's going to be the content creators that we know and we trust. And Shion, you know, Shion's amazing, so he's heading this up too. So it's going to be the epic opportunity. If you've ever wanted to play or you have played and you dealt with that kingdom drama, this will be the kingdom to come on and play with us. So this is my T5 account. So you have different level of troops. Let's see here if I can show you. So you start out with T1s, and they're like your little weakling. This is cavalry. And then you have your T2s, T3, T4. T5 usually takes you like 16 to 18 months as a free player to get to it. I went to it in less than 30 days because I was cracking, you know, welling cracking. And I had that opportunity to just go ahead and go all in. And like we've talked before, this is about a 40, well, like a 43. I want to say it took me like 25,000 to get to T5, and then now I'm probably like at 43,000 from purchasing the RSS. RSS is your resources that you need because everything costs. You're going to see a brand new account in a minute. This is my little signature heart pattern I do on all my accounts once I'm up far enough. And just some of the buildings, like you have your troops here. These are your hospitals, which right now I fought last night, so my hospitals are full. These are your or your production nodes, and you have gold, and I have one coal over here. And I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all can hear my cat talking. My Siamese hears me talking, so he thinks he needs to talk. But wood, and then your food here. And so when you go do something, it's going to cost you RSS. So like you could see there, it said it was going to take wood and something else. Something else that you have is you have gems. Gems, you can harvest these. You can earn them through different tasks that you do. And okay, good. I'm glad you can't hear him. He's over here talking up a storm. But you can earn them through RSS nodes, which you're going to see these later. Let me find one. So like over here, there's people harvesting. So these are RSS nodes. Like here's your gold. Here's your food, or they call it cropland, stone. So you can harvest these. You can get them up here. And when you start a new account, these are like your daily task. Also, there's tasks for like side quest that you need to accomplish to progress through the game. You know, all mine are done, my main ones, but you'll see it when we start a new account. But you complete these and it will give you, like, here's your rewards here, and that will help you build your account faster. So once we start this new account, I'll show you some other things. These are, right now we have alliance mobilization going. This is for when you're later in the game, but it's a way to earn rewards. Yeah, I'm gonna start 3 booster accounts. That's in, oh gosh, I'd have to look at my Discord. Let me answer your question right quick. So if you're not on my Lady Bad Wolf Gaming Discord, I have actual guides that I've typed up. You know, everything from shortcut to T5 to beginner accounts to jumpers, to doing sleeper accounts, everything. So like my guides are there. And then I also have my Minecraft realm, so I have a group of people. Is it 65? Yeah, thank you. That's what I was just trying to pull up. Sorry, I squirreled here. What do I have it under? Oh, where are we now? So you can always find where am I now under my Discord and like information of new projects for when I ask. So it looks like the jumpers will start in 3772. And so I'm going to discuss what a jumper is here in a minute for the new guys. And then the sleepers are going to start in 3771. And then the boosters are going to be in 3765. So my plan is I'm going to start 3 boosters. What a booster is, you start it early on, you get it built up, and there is a task where you hunt these things called barbarians. And when you do that, you get a necklace, a Lohar necklace, and that will give us something that you can do what's called rallying, where you do a rally, and as an alliance together, you attack it, which gives you more points. But so I'm going to create those so that when we get to the new kingdom, we have lots of boosters that have necklaces to help progress our kingdom quicker. Or to progress our alliance quicker, because in the beginning of a new kingdom, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, it's whoever gets their center fortress up, it's whoever has the most power, whoever's most organized are the ones that run the kingdom. So I'm going to create 2 or 3 boosters, and then what I'm going to do is when the new kingdom starts, I'm going to what we call jump them there, and then I'll start that new kingdom with them, plus start my jumper project. So people always ask, how do you run so many accounts? Like for this account, I have 3 farms and I have my main account to feed it. So it just, once you've been playing a while, you get on, you do your task, and you get out. So anyway, I just want to talk a little bit about that. Like here we're in KVK, so that's usually in here. But if you want to purchase things, it'll be easier for me to show you. If you are wanting to invest a little bit, when I start the new account, I'll show you what bundles are good, because I've already bought them all. And then these are different like events that are going on. These change weekly. Your calendar's up here that tells you what events are coming up. As a new player, you're not going to know what these are. Just be patient, stick with us, and every time an event comes up, I'll be on here showing you, or I'll be on Discord showing you. Right now I'm not doing more than gems because I'm not investing anymore in this account. Anyone that knows me, I like to play like KVK 1 through 3. I get bored. I like new accounts. So usually by then, after it's about a year old, I'm starting a new account. It's a little bit funner. So I did jump back to KVK 2, but this kingdom has been so boring. It is like we've hardly had any fighting. We've been trapped in here. We just changed leadership last night. They had a whole thing happen, and we got better leadership now. The king stepped down. So, would you say you'll be right back, lady? You're stuck in the snow. Well, be careful. I'm down in the south, so we're still in summer, even though it's winter, but be careful out there. Don't freeze and don't get stuck. So for, let me go ahead and start a new account. So when you very first get started with your account, you're going to you're going to download the app. It's Rise of Kingdoms. So you're going to download the app. It's going to show you a video, and we'll do that right now. So let me switch over. Accounts. Create a new character. Let's go in the newest kingdom that is 1 hour old. Absolutely perfect. This account, I'm going to call it a burner account because I'm just going to use it for like 5 days just to do videos for the next 5 days to prepare the new players that are going to be watching this video. And then I'm just going to burn it. You know, I'm not even going to use it. And then we'll start the project. So let's go start a brand new account. Something else that I do is I have like 4 different logins. I have my logins for my older well accounts. I have I have logins for like my farms and so forth, and then I have logins for my main accounts. So that way, if I ever lose anything, I have other alternatives where I can keep playing. So you hear of people's accounts being hacked, things like that. So just always safeguard your account. Be careful who you share your logins with. So you're going to come to this page very first. You're going to say that you read the agreements. I'm not going to sit here and read through everything. This is a brand new civilization. So civilizations, you get these boost by choosing your civilization, and you also get specialties. So like Greece is, here's your boost up here. It is a infantry based, and you can tell because there's a sword there. The new Maya came out. Here's its benefits, their archery, and then Rome and so forth. So you can see what it is. I always recommend start with China. And why I recommend you start with China is because you get the 5% building boost. It does start you out as archery, but after you get to CH, and a CH is your city hall, once you get to your CH10, you're going to get a free token, and you can change civilizations. So I always say start with this for your building speed because you want to hurry up and get your buildings up. So when you start your new account, you're going to have this video. It's going to show you a little bit about the game. It's going to kind of give you that backstory of what the game's about. There's also a skip feature, but if you've never played this before, you know, watch the video. It's really cute. They got a great storyline, but I've seen it billions of times, so I'm going to skip. And it's going to load me up. Look at that difference. Look at the difference from the account that I just left, my T5 account, to this brand new account. And you're going to have a tutorial. It's just a few minutes long, but she's just going to tell you basically how do you play. So when you do it, you can read yours. Inside of your castle is completely customizable. You can do different patterns and so forth. So it's telling me now down here to create a hammer, and it's going to drop a food node. Now you cannot join, so this is a community game, like you play with other people, so you're going to join other alliances, and that's going to be anywhere from like, it's going to start out with like 50 people, and then it's going to build to like 130, and then there can be multiple alliances in a kingdom. There's many kingdoms, I'll show you that in a minute once we get there, but so this whole point of this game is you build your own kingdom, and there ends up being one king. The king has control over everything, and you have like a number 1 alliance, number 2, so it is very competitive, but you can play free to play, especially if you have mentors. That's what I want to show you guys, kind of how to take the shortcuts. I sure will. Thank you, Phoenix. Phoenix is my tech guy. He's awesome. So he had to help me out with my stream. So right now this is all just kind of automated. You can click and it'll tell you what to do. So right now these are these barbarians, these are cities, and that's how you get back to your castle. So it's just telling you your barbarians you need to train. You're going to get infantry first, and again just that T1, which is a very weak troop. So it's going to give me that. But you can take your time reading through this. This is your wall. You're going to build your wall up to 25. All your buildings go to 25. That can take you anywhere from, you know, if you're going to spend money, it can take you hours. If you're going to play free to play, it could take you days or months, maybe even half a year to get to 25, just depending on your time investment. Try not to spend your gems, because right now, it's not showing my gems. I don't have any yet, I guess. But try to avoid using your gems and save those for really important events. If you've seen on my main, there was an event called More Than Gems. It takes 50,000 gems, 25,000 gems a day. You want to save those gems up to that event because you're going to get like double the rewards. So let me click this. So right now, the whole thing, when you get in your account, you want to get to level CH. This is your city hall. It's not going to let me click on it yet. You want to get to CH7 and do not go past CH7 in this jumper project. You're going to start the account and you're just going to push. And I can push CH7 like today because I know what steps to take. I'm going to show you what to upgrade, what not to upgrade. So if you can see, it's telling me every step to take. And right now we get Sun Tzu for free because of civilization that we chose. So what these are right here, this is your recruitment center. If you've seen those little opens, these are where you get more commanders. And you're going to see more of that in just a minute. Hey, Shion, man, I have missed you, bud. So I'm doing just a very basic tutorial for some of these new people. I have probably 5 brand new people that are going to play with us. A couple people that are wanting to spend a little bit and push because they've been watching my T5 accounts. So we're just going to go through a tutorial how to do it from scratch. So like I said, Shion, if you want to share it to the page, you're more than welcome. It's going to be a little bit more extensive than the guides that you have on Discord or I have on Discord. So what this is telling me now, this is teaching me about these barbarians. These dudes give you rewards when you fight them. You normally want to fight these guys with a type I can't even think commander, and I'll show you what those are in a minute. But right now, the only commander that we have in our arsenal is the one that we just opened up. So just like your buildings, you're going to upgrade your commanders. They go all the way up to 60. That takes time. And we'll talk about the different stuff that you use to upgrade your buildings, upgrade your commanders. So this is just teaching you how to play the game right now. So we just beat these barbarians. Over here, we're getting a free, her name's the Marksman. She's coming down, and she's going to be one of our free secondary commanders. And so right now this is all automated until I click it, and I'm just clicking my mouse. You can play this game on your PC. You can play it on your iPad, iPhone, Android, any of those, laptop. You can use that. So there's 2 ways. When you attack these, right now it's having me click and click attack, but later you can drag and drop these guys, and I'll show you in a little bit as we go through the steps. But this is just going to take a minute. I can't do anything. I'm clicking. We just have to wait for them to fight it out. So for a little bit, this game's going to look really boring. For us, like veteran players, it is a slow start. Okay, so now we get the marksman for free. Okay. So now it's time to go up here. These are the following quests. Like I said, you'll get daily quests. You're going to get main quests. These main quests happen as you unlock it, and once you get to T5, then you've finished all these. But this is where you get your free gems that are up here that I said try to save them, don't spend them. Also, I recommend with these up here, try not to like grab. See, now I finished that. So try not to collect all of these unless you scroll down. And it's not going to let me do it, but I'll show you in a minute. Try not to collect all those until after we jump, and then you'll want to collect them all because you want to try to save that resource until we're there. So let me just go through this and I'll explain more because it's not letting me show you anything. Tell me to go here. This is your scout camp. And with this game, the further you get into the higher level buildings, the longer things take. And so what the scout's job is when you very first get into your new kingdom, there's going to be fog everywhere. You can't see anything. So you're going to send your scouts out to investigate and also to collect things. Okay. So as soon as it lets me, I can go back home. But you can see, and we'll show more later, he's just clearing the fog. Okay, City Hall upgrade level 2. Remember, we're going to go all the way to 25. So it's not going to let me. I'm on the computer, the PC, so I get the extra. So here are like your rewards. Why is it not letting me? I got to click here. Duh. So these are your main quests that I said eventually you'll run out of these once you get to T5s, which will take you a year or so unless you're a spender. You have daily quest or side quest. I would not collect all these, except like you could collect speed ups, but try to save these RSS until we jump. Okay, let me finish this right quick. And sometimes I'm just going to go up there and click because I'm going to need it, so I can tell up here what I need. So how this is going to work. So we're in here. This is our brand new kingdom. It's different than KVK. As a game, see here, I can't see anyone. I can't see who's here. I'm going to clean all this eventually. Once I get to CH4, then I can join an alliance. If you've seen before with my T5 account, I was in alliance with about 130 some people. But I have to progress to a CH4, I believe, before I do that. Something else that you're going to get with jumping, if it's going to let me do it. Where's it at? Over here, other. You're going to get 2 free TPs or teleportations. They're green. You can move anywhere within your area. This thing right here, if you were to pass CH, not this account. This account is just a burner account, Phoenix. I'm not going to take this one T5. This account's going to be a burner account. We'll see what happens if I get to take my new project to T5. We'll just see what happens, and I can talk to you more about that later. But, so this little donkey right here, this is how you're going to be able to jump. What jumping is like here, if I started in this kingdom, I would play here with my jumper group from anywhere from 5 to 8. 10 days is too far. But you would sit there and you're going to grow. You're going to get all of your buildings to number 7. You want to try to get your power. This is your power up here. You want to try to get this up here to like 230,000. I can show you how to do it. That's going to be my goal. I'm going to stream every day this week and just kind of prepare you like what is it going to look like when you start your new project. But if you pass CH7, you're going to lose this, and you do get a warning. And let's see. Oh, yeah, and it tells you here if you get to VIP 6, and you can permanently unlock the second building queue, which I'm going to point that out in just a minute what that is. Okay, so I don't want to use that. And this is what RSS, this is your bag. So you're going to earn, like when you do these things up here, you're going to earn like little tokens. Some things are going to go up here. Some's going to stay in here. Anything that's in here, you want to keep it. Do not put it up into your bank. So what this is other people, right now we have a bubble, so no one can attack us. But if we were to drop this bubble, people could attack me once I get past like CH, what is it, 10, I want to say. and they could take all my resources and they can zero your account and then you lose everything. So try to leave anything that's in your item bag, leave it here. And then anything you earn will fill this up. But you need that resource to speed up. So right now, when you start your new account, the one thing that you want to focus on is you want to focus on your CH. So like here, you can click and you can see, here's the benefits of each of the CH as you go through, and then like here's CH25, it tells you how much power you earn, what are the different ages, which just strengthen your building. This is your granary. This is your storehouse. I call it granary. I don't know why I said that, but your storehouse. This is what this is right here, and you never want to exceed. Later when you get stronger, it doesn't make a difference, but starting out new, you don't want to exceed the amount that you can hold. So like right now, our storehouse can hold 300,000 wood, 300,000 food, and then each time you up it, it can hold more. Another important thing, like I said, is your scout camp. Your scout camp, what you're going to use to get the villages, get the caves, and then other things. Also, we use it to scout people's castles or flags when you're playing later on. You're going to learn about that. This is your hospital. This is how you heal your troops. When do you think 3772? Okay, let me look. I can tell you. So how you know is you zoom way out. And when you jump, so we're going to squirrel here for a minute. When you jump, this is a brand new kingdom. It just opened up an hour ago. We're at 55. So usually one new one opens every 24 to 48 hours. At 48 hours, it automatically opens up the next one. But normally they go 24 hours. So we're at 55. So you can do the math. How many more days? But so that's the one that we're in. So what's going to happen when 72 opens up, and say this was your account and you're jumping at 72. I'm just saying, for example, when we get to 72, go to 70 or 777, is you would pick that new kingdom and then use click migrate, which I'm going to do videos on that when it's time. But I'm jumping way ahead since you ask. Okay, so back to what I'm doing. So let's just upgrade this puppy and see how far we can get. So what you want to focus on is you want to focus on your alliance building. And it's going to tell you right here, you know, how much does it cost? What are the requirements? Right now, it's pretty simple. And what you want to hurry up and quickly get to is get to that number 4, level 4, so you can join the alliance. When you join the alliance, you get extra helps. You get all the other benefits. So any of this stuff here, like the very first thing, I get rid of my trees. And I'm going to show you how I set it up for efficiency. Because starting out, you just want to get this up to 7, your CH, you want to get to 7, and then you can start progressing everything else. Once we jump, you do not want to progress your CH until you get to the alliance. So the reason for that is if you play this smartly, that's not even a word, but if you play efficiently, you got these 2 green teleports which can get you anywhere. So you only want to use one when you're here. You don't want to use both of them. Save the other one for after we jump, and you're going to learn more about that later. Save the second one for when you jump so that way you can get into your alliance area, and then after that they disappear. But if you were to leave from CH7 and go ahead and jump up to CH8 as soon as you arrive, you're going to lose the second teleport. So keep that in your back pocket. Don't use it. Very rarely do we like totally mess up and we jump into a territory that we're not welcome. Like if you're a weaker kingdom, we're not going to have that problem with 777, like 777. We're going to be a very strong group. So we're just not going to have a problem. But we're going to tell you which region. So back to regions. These are regions. They start up here. I have maps on my Discord. You got region 1, region 2, region 3, region 4, region 5, region 6. So the alliance, 777, they're going to tell you what region to jump into with your alliance. And then you get into zones. So you have zone 1, which is the whole perimeter, zone 2, which is the middle, zone 3 is the middle, and this is whoever gets this is the king of the kingdom and makes all the decisions for the kingdom. So it's kind of like duking it out in your own kingdom first. But there's a lot of diplomacy in this game and a lot of negotiations. And we have a council, so it's very structured and very organized. A little bit different than some other games. Like you're just not completely fighting it out. So this is your tavern. This is where you get more commanders. You're going to start out with a few. There is one code. I'll have to go look what it is. Does anyone know what the current code is for redeem code? Let me know. I don't know if I can even... Yeah, redeem. And of course, like I said, I always play on my phone, so I get here and I'm like, where is everything at? I hate playing on the cell phone. I'm being a blonde. I gotta think about where the redeem code is. Ranking, settings. I'll think about it in a minute. I'm being too many things on my mind. But you can redeem codes and they give you like free keys, free RSS, free gems, so forth. So this right here is your tavern. Like I said, this is where you get commanders. Down here are your commanders. You're going to unlock all these commanders. Each of the commanders have their own skill set. So like Cow is cavalry. You get to kind of choose what direction you want to go to. Yeah, that's it. 2025 starts is the current code. And I'll open that up in a minute. Minna, you can purchase. He's not for free. You can also expertise these, which like right now I don't have them, so I can't show you, but let me go here. So you can, by upping them through what's called books or tomes, you progress them and it unlocks more powers and strength. This guy's infantry. And you're going to have different colors. So like there's gold commanders. These are your fire commanders. Like these are the ones that deal some damage, but not all of them are good. So you have your cavalry, you have your infantry, you have your gatherers, which gather your RSS nodes. And this all sounds very complicated. It gets easier as you go. Practice makes proficient. So, and then you get into purple. So legendary, elite, and then your blue and your green. You never want to like spend your books in your blues, greens, and just very few purples. If you're free to play, you're going to be doing a lot more purple. So like some good commanders would be, in my opinion, let me look here. He's used for barbarians. I use him for speed also to go hit my nudes. Yeah, Sun Tzu's the goat. If you're going to be infantry, I always play cavalry because I like to be the rally leader. I love to go in KVK. I love to go farm killing. I know it's terrible, but like I can just spend doing that all day long. So of course I'll push like my Minna, Cow, and Belsarius. So definitely, you know, Sun Tzu here, you know, he's the goat for you free-to-play players. Bjorn, Sun Tzu, he's nailing it. So I'm not exactly your infantry person. I have just a couple, like, I expertise. I can show my other account. I expertise, oh my gosh, Martel and your Alex, so forth. But you're going to learn more about that by KVK1. So let's focus on right now. But yeah, you're going to start out with Sun, get him, you know, muscled up because he's going to serve you well. I use him for garrison because I like his ability for like the 360 protection or whatever. But I use him in early game for that. Okay, so things to upgrade. You want to keep pushing this to 7. And so now this is going to take us into the Bronze Age. There's different ages. So now this tells me you have to upgrade your wall to level 3. So the game's going to walk you through what steps to take. Try to save your speed ups right now. Everything's going to be really short during the holding period of the jumper project. Save those speed ups for when you get to like the upper, you know, like 21, 22, level 21, 22, when you really like are in a rush to push to that level 25. And again with this too, you know, this is going to go to level 25. And this, what your wall does is that protects you when you're being attacked, because not always will you have a bubble. Now right now, if I was to scout someone else or attack someone, I'm going to lose my bubble. I do not recommend, do not go around attacking people. Yeah, that sounds really cool in the beginning to start fighting other players, but you're going to use up your RSS, you're going to, you know, you're going to fill up your hospitals, and you're just going to really tick off the other alliances. And right now we're focused on unity. These are those barbarians, and we're going to do some of those in a minute. So something that I like to do is I look here. Well, let's do that after we start an alliance. I don't want to jump too far forward. So we're waiting on our wall right here. You always want to keep your troops going. Now your pay-to-play players, we're just going to use gems on everything. Like we're just going to push through. and gym up everything. Gyms are up here. This is that Minna, like I completely expertise Minna. It costs you like, what is it, like 200, depending on your country. I want to say like $200, something like that, to expertise him, because I use him for everything. Um, he's my favorite commander early game. And here's these bundles here that I was saying. Don't spend, if you're going to spend any money, do not spend 99 cents or whatever your country cost on him. If you buy, so like this package here goes all the way up to $100. It's $4.99, $9.99, $19.99, $49.99, and $100 for in the USA. And it's going to give you every time everything increases. But as soon as like I purchase one of these, immediately he unlocks. Right now this event's going on. Supply Depot. This is a great investment. Once you reach City Hall 7, you get 50% off discount on 30-day gym supply. Don't buy this now. Wait till you get to level 7 because you're going to get that discount. But for 30 days, you're going to get gems every single day, up to 19,000 gems. So for like $4.99 or whatever it is, it's a great investment. You do not want to, unless you have money to blow, try not to just come here and buy gems. You're better off buying like these bundles because you're going to get all these extra things. Like I said, that's an event going on. But your very first purchase, you are going to get 50% off. So when you spend like $100 here, you're going to get an extra 25,000 gems. So for $100, you get 50,000 gems. Versus normally this is like 25,000 and I want to say 15,000, something like that on your second and on purchase. But like, if don't waste your money here. That's not the place to do it. So, but definitely this is one. I mean, if you have, what would that add up to? Like $130? No, it's more than that. It'd be like $200, something like that. But this is the bundle to push it all the way to 100 or close as you can get. But do not buy these until you're in your alliance, because your whole alliance is going to get a chest, and that chest is also going to give them gifts. So just don't buy anything yet till you're in alliance. Let me go here. So I got a little bit ahead of myself. Okay, so now we can do our city hall because it's got the little up button. Excuse me just a second. Okay, sorry, sitting there drinking a protein shake. But so now you can see, like, it tells me everything that I can upgrade, but I want to focus only on this city hall. I'm not going to use speed ups. Now, you're allowed 2 queues. And when you say queues, it is a secondary thing. This little sheet here gives me 2 days of using the second queue. So you can go ahead and use that. So now I can build 2 things at the same time. Up here, this says VIP 0. The VIP... Whenever you open this up every day, you get so many points. Let me go here. I'm going to open that up so it puts points in here. Your very first goal is, this is another place, if you can spend some gems here, spend some money, you're going to want to go ahead and, I'm not going to buy this. This is where you get your Minna to level him up. But you can purchase these, and to get to VIP 6, as quickly as you can. Otherwise, you get just a few points every single day. That gave me 40 points out of 200. So once I hit 200, that's going to go to VIP 1, which you can do that like just in a day or so. And that's going to give me more benefits, more, more stone production. And you can see here, it's also going to increase like your action point recovery, which is like how many barbs you can hit. And then it keep going. Building speed, this one increases. This is VIP 3, increases your building speed. But VIP 6 is what you're targeted for, because the reason why this unlocks your second building queue. So you want to try to get to VIP 6 as fast as possible. So what I do is all my gems. Hey, how are you, Shay? So all of my gems, if I'm going to put it somewhere, I put it in VIP. I usually try to get to VIP 6 in my first day if I am going to spend. And then after that, I save my gems up to 50,000, and I wait to the More Than Gems event, which is going on with my T5 account right now. I can switch over and show you what that is later. But once you get to VIP 6, just slow down and hold those gems off. Okay, so we're still waiting on this 7, so I'm going to go ahead and up my recruit center. And every time that I progress, there's more things. I need to drop these things, but let this finish. Every time that you go up a level, so right now we're at level 3, going to level 4, it's going to give you more things to put down. But I'm talking and not thinking. So like here's a lumber mill. These are going to be really quick the very first time. And again, this is going to up my power. So if you go look at my guide on my Lady Bad Wolf Gaming Discord page, there's going to be a guide like, you know, what's your points you should try to hit. Try to hit at least 50,000 points a day. So by the end of the thing, by the end before we jump, you're going to be at about 230,000 ideally. The reason why you want to push that power, like power is everything in this game. You want to push that power because when we go start in the new kingdom, again, 777 is not going to be a problem, but if you're doing a new jumper project, whichever alliance has the most power, whichever alliance has the strongest players, that is going to be the one that ends up ruling the kingdom. And the worst thing you can ever do in this game is get under a bad king. You get under a bad king and they're just like tormenting you. So let me finish organizing why that's going, because again, I'm not using any speed ups right now. So this is my archery range. See, that's already done. It takes just a second the first time you upgrade them. Here's my stables. And what this does, this gives me troops. So I'm going to go ahead and organize. Very first thing, I get all the trees out of here. And then in the beginning, if you go back and you look at my T5 account, you can see how I end up organizing it later. Okay, one second. Let me get these babies out of here. Also, this road, if you click right here in the middle, that's going to select the entire road. Because it's just in my way right now. So the way that I set up in the beginning is I do it by functionality. You can do it however you want. But for me, I always set up my new accounts the exact same way because there's like a pattern in which you have to upgrade things. That list is on my Discord. This is your building hut. This like tells you like what's building, you know, how many you have. You don't ever use this. Like I don't even ever open that up. Here's my troops over here that I'm growing. Oops. Trying to put it out. So you can see like the bounds there. There's the little checks. So I always put my troops down here. Now with these, I only upgrade, if I can articulate, I only upgrade one of these right now. And I want to put these other ones back here somewhere. Recruitment center is important. This is my storage house. My scout, which goes out and clears the fog. My hospital, I'm going to put it over here. And we have one more type. That's going to be our siege. We'll open up here in a little bit. And then these little production nodes, we'll have the food, the wood, the gold, and the stone. I put these in order by how I need to upgrade them. And this is just the bulletin board. You can just slam that back here. So that's just something a little bit what I do, and you're going to see it over the next several days how I set it up and why. Because right now, if I was to upgrade everything, I'm going to run out of RSS, and then I'm going to have to stop and go harvest. And in a new kingdom, like you always get attacked if you're out harvesting. So just kind of stay close to your castle until you get strong enough. And I got to get this to CH4, and then we'll. So you know what I'm going to do? Because this is a burner account, I'm going to go ahead and use speed ups just for the sake of time. When I get my new account, unless I'm spending, I'm not going to. So we just entered the Bronze Age. Everything's going to like get all, you know, a little bit fancier. So like when you see my T5 account, everything just looks nice and shiny because that's a level 25 account. Okay. So now, do you see that little token? Now I can join an alliance. So when you start playing here, with all the little talking, so this is Kingdom Chat. So when I come in here, like you're already going to have an alliance with 777 that you know you're going to be assigned to, because whenever you go to the 777 Discord page, if you're not already done it, you're going to fill out a form and like talk about your spending. Discord, it's in the description of my my YouTube. So if you go like to my main page of I'm sorry, not my Discord, oh my goodness, of my YouTube, if you go to the main page of my YouTube, you go to like my page description, I have a link to my Lady Badwolf YouTube Discord, I cannot speak y'all, to my Discord, and then I have a Discord for the 777 project. I literally slept 3 hours. We were fighting last night, and I kept telling, I was like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up and work in the morning, and the fight was just too good. So right now, as just being on my own, I want to find a jumper project because they're a little more forgiving for me to grow with than if I join like a main account. That's already jumped here. So I'm just trying to read here. If I can find one. The Kingdom chat always goes so fast. So something else that I can do might be in... There we go. I would not recommend creating an alliance until like you've been playing a long time, because you're leading, you know, 50 to 130 people, and eventually anyway these big time players are gonna erase your alliance because this is a war game. So they're gonna basically just kind of kick your alliance, and you're gonna have to like assimilate into the more advanced players' alliances anyway. So just don't even bother. Don't even worry about creating an account right now. Just join one. And so I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna see if I can find, because this is a brand new, so like anyone can join here, application needed, but you want to try to find the ones that say jumpers, or just join anything right now until you get a little bit more power. So this one's English. I'm just gonna go here. Let's see if they'll take me for very long since I am new. Okay, it gave me some gems for joining. So see, like now we can help each other. It's just telling me what everything is. So this is your help button where you can help people. In your settings also, let me go. If it'll work. Okay, so yeah, so you see the alliances over here where the other players are. I'm not gonna TP over here yet with my green TP because I don't know if I want to stay with him. But really I don't care because this is a temporary account. Oh shush. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, quick helps. So something that you do want to turn on in your settings. Where is that? Controls, notification. I'm trying to think where it is on the computer. I have this awesome gaming PC. Like I spent, you know, $2,500 PC, had it built just for this game and for streaming and everything. Since I was a sponsored player for my T5 account, like I went all out. But I never play on it. I just like playing on my iPhone. So when I get on here, like, I don't know where anything is. So always make sure that this is toggled on. Why you want that on? Because whenever someone asks for help, a little fist is going to pop up here, and then you can just click it right above, versus having to open up and look and see. So now, did they already kick me? Let me see. Nothing's working. Hang on. No, it's right here. Okay, so here's your Kingdom chat and your personal chat, and I don't know why it's not open. Here we go. And these, you know, they end up becoming like your family. So if I can type, would be lovely. Sometimes if you just send something, that's going to keep you from getting kicked. I don't know if I'm going to stay in this alliance yet. So like here now, so you can see the fist. So be clicking that all the time because that gives everyone their helps. Right now, if I want to go back to my castle, I just click that. These are your message box, like you get stuff for whenever you complete like your CH or your City Hall, like it's giving me rewards there, so I collect all that. Alliance messages, these are your reports like when you collect things, when you fight anything, and then when your alliance like sends messages, or later your king sends messages. Here's your personal, your system updates, anything you've sent, and then you can favorite stuff. So that's a little bit about what that is. These are your commanders. What commanders do you have? We're going to go ahead and... So these are your tomes. I'm going to go and upgrade him real quick so I can use them. These are your tomes. Try to save these for your best commanders. Like I said, don't spend them on the green and the blue commanders. Just save them on the commanders you're going to use. I should have videos on like what are the different commanders. So if you're going to use him, these are his skills. This is what you normally push. I do have charts on my Lady Badwolf Discord page, and they should also be on the 777. Like how to upgrade. So like for Sun Tzu, you usually go up to his, I forgot what it's called, his Rejuvenate, and what is it? I think you go like a V. I use him for Garrison because I'm going to go Cavalry anyway. So I push more of his infantry side. I mean, as infantry, his Garrison side. You have to excuse me. Like I said, 3 hours sleep. I'm so tired. But I promised this video today, so we're going to get it done. Okay, so now I have more things I can build. I know I'm a little bit going all over. There's a lot to share. So here's another hospital. I'm going to put this one back here because I'm only upgrading one for now. Okay, second tab. Here's my siege workshop. This is how you harvest. These are also your long range. So Very rarely do you ever want to go engineer. If you want to do one march engineer, what engineer is your long distance missile? So basically you set up like a, what would you call that, like a missile looking thing, and it will send archery or like little missiles and hit your opponent from far away. So, but I just grow these strictly for harvesting, so I always just only do tier 1, or they call them T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. But I only ever upgrade these. Even when I'm a T5, I only ever build these. And another reason for that is when you do KVK, anything beyond T1 counts towards the power of the Alliance, and that's how they do the matchups. So just a little bit about that. So, okay, so we're going to keep pushing to 7. So now it tells me I need to upgrade my hospital to 4. I know I'm giving you a lot of information, but so the main thing is just focus on your city hall and your wall. And also once we get the Alliance Center, which is how many helps you can get, then we will focus on that also. Okay, so hospital wall, that's what we're working on. Whoops, I don't have anything to heal. So keep upgrading this. It tells you how long it takes, but as they hit helps, it takes time off of the total. So I asked for help. Make sure to always hit that little help button, because that asks the rest of your alliance. Right here you can see like I can only get 4 helps. Once I set my Alliance Center, then I can get up to, it just keeps increasing how many helps you can ask for. Okay, so that's 4. So now we're just waiting on this. So that's someone right there. That's an individual playing right there. I'm going to go ahead and TP to my alliance. So now you can see, now that I joined an alliance, you're going to see these blue buildings. They're all stretched out. Something that you can do to help kind of open up your map. So like here, you know, one of my members are here. You can look for the villages or the caves, and you can send your scout there and it'll open it up. But right now my scout is so flipping slow. So let's go ahead and move. The purple guy is your leader of the alliance. You can also find out, like, if you need to message your leader, this is the leader of the alliance, and these are his rank 4. These are his helpers. And then usually your rank 3, rank 2, rank 1, either by power, or usually like alliances will do rank 2 as like the people that are volunteers for the alliance, like the officers. They'll put them in there when they're not in use. So something else that you can do. Let me go here, right here. Okay, and down here is a little thing you can search your barbarians, your croplands, everything right there. So that's what that button's for. Okay. If you zoom way out, there's a filter up here. You can go Alliance View, Explore View, which shows these villages that you can unlock. And when you open these, there's a gift inside. So like that one gives me extra free troops. There was another one up here. I gotta zoom out to see it. Right there. So you want to keep collecting these. That gave me a map. What this map will do, if I use it, it opens up all the fog. If you save them to after either all the fog is gone or when you get to a certain level in the game, it's going to give you speed ups. But for us, we can use it because this is just a burner account. So that's another view. That Explore view is something you're going to use a lot of, because now I can look what I was saying where my members are. And if there is any caves, I can use my scout and go open up the fog quicker. So this is something to check. Once you get going and your buildings are going and you're just bored because like things are upgrading and you have nothing to do, go into this Explore view and look and see early in the game if there is any of those caves or villages. So I'm checking first right now before I TP'd. So like here's one of these. The little villages. Oops, I don't want to march, thank you. And see, that turns green. It tells you right down here, you know, once you do it. These are resources, so that shows you like where's the green, like the richer. It's under fog, so it's not showing me anything. And then markers later when they start placing markers to tell you what to do. And then barbarian strongholds. You're not going to be able to see any of these things. But these are camps that you can go and attack. So let's go back. So that's what that is. And to get to that again, you have to be zoomed out, because once you zoom in, it disappears. Okay. And again, I don't know if I want to stay, because they're not. And that's how you, if it's a foreign language, just click that translate button. And also in here, you can click this little button and it's going to translate for you. This is an international game. So like you are building friendships with people all different time zones, all different countries, everything. So it's pretty awesome. I have people that I've been playing with for, oh gosh, 4, 5, 6 years, whatever, that are in different countries like France, Turkey, everywhere. Okay, let me teleport. So I just clicked. I'm going to use one of these green teleports. I'm going to drop my castle right here. And now I'm in with all my people. I'm going to be way safer. You love to clear the map. I like to do it after... The first time I don't like to do it, but once I get to like CH 21, then I like to do it. So like I try to get to CH 21 in the first couple days as a pay to play or pay to win. But free to play is going to take you longer. But my gosh, it freaking takes forever. So like right now I'm going to go ahead and send him out. You can click hold. So you start out with just one scout and then you get up to 3 scouts as you build up that scout. Oh my gosh. I haven't even changed my name yet. Once you upgrade your scout camp. Okay, so we're still waiting on this. That's why I'm... Got 1 minute left. I don't want to use speed up for less than 1 minute. You know when you're a whale or a dolphin, when you're like using a 10-minute speed up for 30 seconds left because you're just like, I don't care. I'm just clicking through it. Someone else is just TPing beside me. That's what that flash was. Okay. So there's a lot of information. Just keep upgrading this center, your city hall until you get to 7. And then you can focus on barbarians. You can focus on upgrading everything else to level 7. But if you try to go past level 7, you're going to see it in a minute. It's going to give you a message saying, hey, if you go past CH7, that you're going to lose your teleport, you're going to lose all the stuff. Do not go past, or you can't jump. You're stuck for 10 days, and you just became a sleeper. What a sleeper is someone that's going to stay the first 10 days until the new kingdom's 10 days old, and then they're going to use a migration token that you have to buy up in the store, or you can buy it down here in the Alliance, but that's going to cost you credits, basically. You use credits by... building flags, by doing the help button, everything. So here's your store, but like there's none in here now. Here's your Alliance credits, and you can buy just all kinds of things once they put them. But right now, what this Alliance is doing is trying to save up to 1 million gold credits, because then they can drop their center fortress, and we can start putting up territory. If you've seen in my other account, my T5 account, there was like colored maps, or like road maps, trails, whatever you want to call it, territory, and that's how you claim your territory. Okay, I'm going to go and upgrade this because I'm going to need it. And you always want to keep these troops going. And you can run out of RSS, and that's again why I said get this to 7 first. And try to hit that 50,000 points every single day until we jump. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to speed it up. I'll use them up. Okay. So now 5. So now I can do the campaign and I get my Alliance Center. Get that Alliance Center drop because that allows you more helps. Clearing the map is a complete pain until you can get it upgraded fast enough that your scouts are like mucho fast. Then that's when it's fun. Like when they just, you send it, to one point. And that's where I said, check your map as you get new members in your Alliance. Put it in that Explorer and look. So like here I have, the reason that these pieces are open, because if I go into Alliance view, someone's castle's there. So they just open up a quick square. But what I'm looking for is caves. So caves look like this little triangle thing right here. And then I can send a scout there and just let him go. So let's look, see if we can find one. And I try to do all 4 corners. Why am I... And then if you can get like a big giant X, then it's easier to open up your map. Okay, so I have one right here. So let's go and send our scout. And that's what these lines are, other people. And that's a high. So they have different values. They have high, medium, and low. Try to get all your highs done and your mediums done first, and then do your lows. I believe on the Discord that there is a chart that tells you the coordinates of your kingdom, where everything is. Did you fill out, Nicholas, to find out what alliance you're in 777? Did you fill out that form on the announcements? Because they're going to like take everyone's information and then assign them. So make sure you get that form filled out. If you're going with me, put down that you're with Lady Badwolf. It's going to give you 3 choices. Are you in Shion's group? Are you in Apocalypse Gaming's group? Or are you in Lady Badwolf? Like, who recommended you? So, I don't know. I don't even think I'm getting my own alliance. I really don't want one. I just want to play because I am working. I also use a pilot, so I like for my pilot to like do all my dirty grinding for me because I just want to get on and fight, basically. Oh, you did 20 minutes ago? Yeah, it's just going to take a while. I'm just, I'm going along for the ride. Wherever they decide to put me, I'm cool. I've been king. I've, been number 1. I've done everything. Like, it doesn't even matter to me anymore. I just want to play. And my passion, as you guys always hear me say, my passion's you new players. Like, this is what I want to do, is I want to teach and help and watch other people succeed because I've already done it. Like, I've already reached the top. What else do I have to do? But these are, okay, so here, this is extra stuff you can do, but these are the parts that, all this stuff, we're going to end up dropping these down because you're going to need them. So, like, if you've seen my T5 account, all those buildings were down. Okay, so this is your Alliance Center. This is now, you want to keep your Alliance Center always upgrading, and you want to keep your City Hall always upgrading, and your wall. Everything else, it's just going to unfold slowly. I want to get this up because every time I up this, let me go right here. It's like it tells you times that can be helped 7. It gives me 21 power, and I can reinforcement capacity 30,000, meaning people like that can reinforce my castle if I'm being attacked. And as you go up, so like once you get to level 25, I can be helped 30 times per help request. So, well, I think, Nicholas, like you were talking about 47, I feel like, yeah, 47, 40. I'm like, that was my Nightmare Kingdoms, man. give me post-traumatic stress here. But, so, where was I going? I squirreled my brain. Oh my gosh. I forgot. But yeah, we shouldn't have that with our project. I mean, like, maybe when we're with our jumper project, because when you're level CH7 only, except for our boosters who are going to be more powered up, and except for, like, the sleepers, like, we're not going to have protection. If at level 25 comes and hits us, we're just wrecked. So that's why I said, don't scout to open up your fog. Don't scout other castles. Like these guys here, well, they lost their bubble because they're level 10. So as soon as you go above, what is it? Is it 7? No, I think it's 10 you lose your bubble. Shit, I don't remember. But you don't want to scout other castles. So I take it this is not a jumper alliance because all these guys are like buffing up already. So they may end up kicking me out. I don't know. I didn't even ask. I just joined the first one I seen. Okay, so out here, this is a new update they did like 2 months ago. So now, like, all those little villages that I was showing you, as you're clearing fog, these little villagers will come out here and you can open it up. Because remember, our scout is out here going snail speed, clearing the fog. Like, I don't think he can go any slower whatsoever, but he will slowly open this up and come down there. Again, the goal is to get all 4 corners opened up. And then you can start crisscrossing. But you get so many rewards. Like, if you have nothing going, set your scout and send him to go shooting across and let him go and just keep doing that all day long. And hunting barbs, those are things you can do as you're waiting. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, so this is telling me now, like stone's been introduced. So I don't know why it's letting me not go. There we go. So it's telling me to upgrade my scout. I meant to click help. Okay, and that's going to tell me I need to do my wall. If I was to click on it and look at it again. And to upgrade my wall, so if you notice what I'm doing, like I'm jumping around. So it's going to say, like, to upgrade your wall, you need to get your tavern to level 5. Other things that you'll have to upgrade is like you're constantly upgrading your wall, and then these you upgrade. You have to have your arrow of resistance, and you get these by hunting barbs. Oh, I'm sorry, what were you saying? Will you run a siege march for KVK3? I don't know. I've never done siege, and like to me, like I love it when someone in my team is doing siege, But then I'm like, when someone with siege is against me, like it just stinks because they're doing that long range and you can't even hit them. So they're like just hitting you with those arrows or the siege or whatever they are, rocks. I don't know what the flip they are. But like it stinks when it's against you. But when you're on the team that has it, it's awesome. But I've never done siege. I usually just build, like I said, T1s to use for harvesting so it doesn't count for KVK. Okay, so I got more of these little things. I'm going to keep this, so I'm going to stream every single day until the jump, and then I'll still be streaming every day. So if y'all just keep, make sure you subscribe to my page, share it, make sure you like it, all that good stuff. Hey, how are you? So we're just kind of going over more like the beginner stuff. I know a lot of you guys are like more advanced players, but thanks, hey, at least give me a thumbs up while you're here. So one of the worst things that you can do as a brand new player, especially if you're free to play, is like just going through and upgrading everything right away, and then you run out of RSS and you can't even get to level 7 that you need to migrate or to jump. And so that's what you want to focus on, is just what it tells you to. What I think I upgraded something else. I'm just so used to like just not even having to worry about it, just doing stuff. But on my main, let me switch over real quick. On my T5 account, my power's down on my T5 from killing troops on flags, and since stuff's upgrading anyway, we'll just let it go. So later, like I said, you can see, you get 4 of everything. You can decorate it however you want. I always do my heart because that's just me. But yeah, please, make sure you get on and definitely give me a thumbs up. Since I took that couple months off, I lost some subscribers, and that's okay. I just needed to take care of life, and I'm a single mom, so I work from home, which is awesome, but I just needed some time off. And I just had my pilots running this account for me, kind of doing the wars and stuff. So when you get in a further account, like you get all these things. Remember how I said, like, don't buy any chests until you're in alliance? Here, I can click claim all. Because you give things to your alliance for that. So I came over here to do something, but I'm not going to stay on too long today. I usually don't stream more than an hour, but literally I had 3 hours sleep fighting last night since we're in KVK2. This actually should have been a KVK4 account, but I came back. So we just busted through. This was all yellow, and we broke through last night because we're trying to get into to zone 6. Okay, let me hit back here. Okay. And so this is what your production nodes will look like later. Everything I have is at level 25. I had to have T5. Like here's your commanders later on. You can tell that they're expertise because they're glowing. But later on you're going to just unlock more commanders, and you'll be a lot stronger for it. So as far as harvesting, she's one of my favorites, and the reason she's my favorite is because of her gold collection. So that way she collects more gold for you. And that one is, or am I being blind? Gathering speed, yeah, gold right there. So I try to get that one to 5 right away. But that just kind of shows you what it's going to look like later on. So let's go back to our really lame baby account. And I just lost it. I'll be down here. So why do I have all these miscellaneous accounts? I always have people like, why do you have all those accounts for? Because when I'm scouting kingdoms, like say for KVK, or I'm scouting where I want to migrate my main account, like I'll create little small accounts and chat with everyone, and you can see some like different random names. My Bad Wolf name actually comes from Doctor Who. It's a story about a gal that was so in love with the Time Lord that she traveled throughout time and space and used the message Bad Wolf to give him warning, that impending, doom. And that's where Bad Wolf comes from. I'm actually a very nice person, but I love that story. So, and I love Alice in Wonderland themed. So let me find our most recent. What kingdom? What kingdom were we in? 3755. So all those other accounts, like, I don't use. I call them scout accounts. It's a way to go like spy on the other kingdoms to kind of know like what are their plans for KVK. I also like will go and try to get like other whale accounts, show them my whale account and be like, hey, come join my kingdom. Like recruiting accounts, or just to kind of scout out a kingdom if I want to migrate there. Excuse me. Okay, so we're just going to keep doing this. I don't have any keys. This is where like you would get your gold commanders and things from, some of them, and then silver. So keep this going. One goal that you are going to have, it's what, like open up 100 or 200 keys at the same time, but it's, for right now, we need as many commanders as we can get. And again, this tab here, this is like different events that are happening. Keep opening these up. And these are different tasks that you can do. So like day 1, you have 3 tabs. You want to log in every day for, 7 days, 5 days. World exploration, unlock so many blocks of fog. And, look at all this great stuff you get. And every day, a new thing's going to unlock. So right now this is just upgrading. We can only upgrade to level 7 if we were going to jump. Yes, I'm doing APO. I was invited to join APO's project, the 777. So right now all I'm doing is, it'll be his target kingdom will be 777. If you join his Discord, which is the Imperial Government, the link is in my YouTube description. The main YouTube will have a link to the 777 project and also has a link to my Lady Bad Wolf Gaming Discord page, which I have lots of like great tips. What is a jump project? What is a sleeper project? What steps do you need to take before the jump? What steps do you need to take after the jump? It may have some like keywords in there, like for kingdoms that I've done. I need to go back and screen through them because when I had my own projects, but anymore, I don't want to lead projects. I really don't even want to lead an alliance. I just want to play, and I want to get on. I want to let my pilot do all like the heavy grinding, hunting barbs, fighting some battles for me because I run multiple accounts. Because it's like a business. So this is, again, this was that tab up here. If you are going to spend just a little bit, if you want to do it fast, it may cost you like $1,000. But if you want, you can do this free to play, but you are going to grind for, you get 6, I thought it used to be 10 days. Didn't it used to be 10 days? But it says 6 days. So I don't know what's up with that. But, you would have to get to 1.5 million power. And that's going to be really hard to do as a level 7, and that's where our sleepers, like our whales, our krakens, they're going to be what's called sleepers. They're going to start in a different kingdom. They're going to go ahead and push up. They have to stay underneath, level, or is it 10? 10 million power? I want to say it's 10 million power. You have to stay underneath 10 million power, and you can only grow so far, and then, or you can't do the 10-day jump. This is an alliance thing. Let's see. Yeah, most I've gotten was 650,000, spending like $10. Yeah, it's, this is a game. Don't spend money on this game unless you can just burn money and throw it in the trash can, because, a lot of times, like, you start in a kingdom and then the kingdom just falls apart. That's not going to happen in 777. Apo is going to be an amazing king. Force, he's amazing. We're just going to have some really great content creators there to ensure, and really great whales and krakens to ensure that the kingdom is not going to have any issues. So this is an alliance-based thing, or no, this is expedition. I'm sorry, I lied. This is expedition. So as you progress, you can do these little projects, and this will give you things you can unlock here, which I don't think is going to let me do it. But yeah, so you can use tokens that you get to open this up. Okay, so this is expedition. You find that right down here in the bottom. I don't know why I was thinking. So expedition here. Let me go back up over here. So I'm trying to get to the point. Okay, so where I was trying to get down to, these are just different events that are going on. But this one here, this is a new thing that they started, I don't know, like a couple weeks, a month ago. But you get a free commander every single day. Belsaris is awesome for hunting your barbarians. So like day 2, you get an extra Sun Tzu head. So this is going to unlock all these commanders for you and give you a really strong start. of good commanders. Again, don't use your tomes or your books of knowledge or whatever. Don't use them on your blue commanders or your green commanders. You're just throwing those books away. If you see a commander, like I like Gaius, whatever his name is, for harvesting, I can second him with another commander and barb hunt if I want to do it instead of using books. Because when you barb hunt, you get expertise. So that's going to help you out. This one, just by upgrading your city hall, you get those. If you like their Facebook Discord, so forth, TikTok, you're going to get gems for doing that. I definitely recommend, if you're going to start playing this game, have a Discord channel, because everything in our alliance is going to be through Discord. We're going to go through voice chat. We're going to talk to each other like when we do different events. I'm not going to start listing all those, especially for the new players, because it's just going to confuse you. But this is alliance mobilization. So like there's tasks that you do as an alliance and you're going to get extra rewards. This is that center fortress I was talking about. So there's just different things you can do there. So, definitely, look through those. Make sure you claim all rewards. If you are spending money, like I love these, you're going to get a purple one for purple commanders. You're going to get a gold one for gold commanders. And you're going to get all these little prizes by doing that. Again, the very first time, do not spend the 99 cents for him, because the first time you spend money, you're going to get him for free. So don't just waste 99 cents or whatever your country costs. But let's go back to our castle. So hopefully all that just kind of shows you just some different things, ways that you can collect the RSS resources. RSS, you can collect speed ups, you can collect keys, because you need those keys in your recruit here to get more commanders, and this one every so often, like it pops you a new open. But like we got speed ups, we got the tomes or the knowledge of tomes, we got some food, and we got the green stars. So okay, let's keep going. Let's just push. So normally if I'm doing this, like you'll see when I do my booster accounts, I'm just going to fly through it. But this one I really wanted to take a little bit more time. And because I know at least 5 new players that are going to be starting triple level with this that's never even played. They've just watched my videos, found it on accident, and they're like, hey, that looks really cool. How do I start playing this game? And I said, just wait till the project or start one now just to practice, but don't spend any money on it. Well, you can't. The only thing about buying a new account is when you do a jumper project, or even until the first 10 days, you can't even migrate there. So if you're going to buy an account, you're going to have to stay in that kingdom until 777 is 10 days old, and then you can do the 10-day migration. But there's going to be all those stipulations, like you can't be past 10 million power. You can't. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I've done a sleeper. My T5 was the last sleeper I've done, and that was, what was that, like 6 months ago? Something like that. So, okay, so we got to keep upgrading this. That it told us we had to right here. But yeah, and of course that's such a dirty word if you talk about like buying accounts. We're not supposed to talk about that, especially content creators, but that's something you can do. I enjoy creating new accounts. Like, I enjoy creating farms, so like each of my main accounts has 4 farms. I enjoy the early game. Once it gets to KVK 3, I'm just done. Like, I don't even want to go into SOC. The kingdom gets older, people quit playing, and I don't have as much fun. Because like especially like early game, you're doing all this and like you're building the kingdom, you're taking over the kingdom, blah blah blah, and to me that's where the fun is. So I'll play an account maybe a year and then I'm done with it. So it's like 6 T. I think I've had 6 T5s, something like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's, you have to know who you're buying an account from. That's very true, because of the scam factor. Like, I always use a dealer for everything if you're going to do it, like for farms and so forth. But I enjoy building too much. I agree. You lose the experience. If you're just going to like take the shortcut and you buy it, you're going to lose the experience. And the experience is fun. And you can I can push this to 7 really fast. If I wasn't talking, I could do it in probably, 15, 30 minutes. I could do a T5 account if I got the funds. You know, you're going to need like $25,000 US dollars if you want to go T5 in one day. You can push that with gyms. I say a fair amount is T5 in 30 to 60 days before KVK1. Let's see, KVK2 is 37 is going to be good. Definitely, yeah. Once we hit that KVK2, you're going to be able to bring back some of the older accounts. But the issue is now they have that 120-day migration period, so your account can't be like more than 120 days. I'm trying to think what other stipulations. Like, there's like all these new stipulations. It used to be like we could go from, you know, season 3 back to season 2. Or SOC back to season 2, and it was like super easy, but now your really old accounts can't even go. And I think that they're going to dial that down even more, because the problem is, I get tired of waiting. I think I just used a 5-minute, I wasn't even looking. But the problem is, like, you take like a really old account, say like 130 million account, and then you bring it back to KVK2 back in the old days. They're so OP that the kingdom, you're great, yeah, you're going to beat everyone else, but the kingdoms just can't play. Like, there's no fairness to it. I'll just hit ones. I'm going to go ahead and power up. Again, when you do your account, if you're free to play, do not use those speed ups. Just be patient. Go do your fog. Go hunt barbarians. Go do something else. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this to level 7. I'm going to get everything to 7 in here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump this probably like not tomorrow, but the next day. So that way you all get the jumping experience for those that have never jumped before. And we'll do it live just so you can know what to expect, know, you know, how to pick your region. Just so you're prepared, because what's going to happen if you've never jumped before, that first jump is going to be so stressful, because one, you don't know when the time's going to be. It could be 12, you know, on the 8th day or whatever. It could be 12 hours in. It could be 5 hours in. Like, you just don't know, because what determines it, once you get, you know, up a little bit further, is your monument. It has different tasks that you have to do, and that task is, what is it, like, oh gosh, I can't remember because I don't have my monument yet. It's like 20,000 Bronze Age castles, and literally you can do a bronze in like seconds, but you got to have enough people starting new accounts to get to that. And like in the first, you know, this kingdom's like, I don't know, hours old. Let's look and see. Okay, come on, click. So this account's, I mean, this kingdom's two hours old. So again, there's your regions and so forth. But I'll do a live on jumping. Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. I am ADD and I am just exhausted from fighting in KVK last night, that my brain is like running off of coffee. And so my goal before I jump is I want to get everything, once this is to 7, I'll get everything else to 7. And then I will push my power to 230,000 by hunting barbarians, by collecting all those little villages, caves, all that good stuff. Oops, I need to start troops. And see, I'm already starting to run out of RSS. So when you run out of RSS, you should have some right up here, if I was focused. I'm gonna collect just a little bit. Okay. And I will eventually, I'll get these upgraded also. So the more that you upgrade, so like right now I can only do 20 troops at a time. If I upgrade this, so like a level 2, you can have 50 troops training all the way up to level 25. You can have 2,000 troops training, plus they get extra health boost, and this is the power you're going to gain. So let me read what you said. The 2 main alliances will be around the same amount of power. YK, I'm being dumb here. If the two... if the 2 main... Okay, I know what you're saying. If the new kingdom... I would think so. You know, you're better off having 2 or 3 strong alliances, especially going into KVK, that are equally powered. Um, because you're just stronger against the other kingdoms versus just having one main alliance. This is my opinion, okay? Depending on your king, the king is the one that's going to determine this. But if it's what I'm king, I would rather have three equally strong alliances that work together, that are unified, that split the rewards equally, fairly, um, because that's just going to help everyone grow. If you do just one strong alliance and like they're off on their own playing this game by themselves, they're not including anyone. Again, this is my opinion, and they're just like dominating the game. Well, the other two, or other 10 alliances are not going to get any rewards whatsoever, and they're not growing equally. So how are they going to help in KVK? So my feeling is that, yeah, you push those top three, top four alliances, and then you have your academies and so forth, and get everyone strong, because there's enough rewards that you can split it equally. Let's see. Yeah, you think the same. I totally get it. Yeah. And also, sometimes you can rotate alliances. So, like, divide those whales and those krakens up and put them in, daily, like to go in different alliances, kind of throw some chests at the alliance. And they're going to get those rewards, and it's just going to help everyone grow, because the focus of this game is not about, in my opinion, is not about who is winning right now. It's about winning as a kingdom in KVK. So that's why I'm like super big on, in your own home kingdom, don't attack everyone. Don't go be, zeroing these castles, zeroing the castles, because you're just slowing someone else down, and we need those people to fight in KVK. The kingdom that my pilot migrated me to, I love you, Shion, man, but like the previous king like did not know what he was doing, and I'm not even going to get into it, but um, it just kind of slowed everything down. Where now they're unified, and there's a new king, and she's the bomb. I love her. She's doing really great. So sometimes, when you have like just a smaller, unincorporated kingdom, it just doesn't run as well. My voice is starting to get a little scratchy, so I agree too. Two main alliances or a third, just depending, and then the sub, definitely. And what happens? Like when I was in 3550, we had the most perfect project planned. If you watch my old videos, like we had a perfect. We had a great kings. It was 4 alliances. It was actually 6 alliances. We divided each of the regions. Everything was planned. We went through all the announcement, told everyone what alliance or what kingdom we were going to. Everything was great. Well, this other alliance, that starts with the letter J, decided even after they were told not to come, they were going to come with the intentions of taking over the kingdom. Well, they end up losing. They end up having to migrate. So, like, these people are still ticked at me. But anyway, so 3550, like, 2 of the alliances decided to split off, and I've told the story 100 times. 2 of the alliances out of the 6 decided, hey, we want all of the rewards to ourselves. In early game, we don't want to split it 6 ways and then split it 3 ways by the time you get to zone 3. So they backstabbed the entire kingdom, brought in a Korean alliance of big time krakens and whales on the 10-day migration, and they just took over, like overnight, just took over. There was only like 3 whales, and it was a nightmare. So all that hard work, everything was lost. I ended up, because I flat refused to join them, I ended up shielding my main account for 30 days, my T5 account. For 30 days, I went from, what was it, 10 million to 21 million, or 24 million, whatever that is that you can migrate that limit. I think it's 24 million. I did it all off gems. No alliance helps, no nothing, because I was like, I'm not slowing down my progress, but I also was not going to bow to these people that took over the kingdom. And the funny thing was, when they came, they were like, oh, we're just here, we just want to play KVK with you. And then they started like backstabbing and turning everyone against it, so it's crazy. 300 million power. Let's see, who... I don't know who Wiggle is. I'm trying to think. Is that his name is Wiggle? So there's so many good players. Like, Apo knows all the players that he has coming. Originally I had like 100 people coming with me, but then I kind of quit playing for a while, and after that whole mess at 53, I quit playing. So like here's things. So my scout is opening up different things. So I can collect these now. So like say for example, you know, he just came through here. So when I click on that, it's going to open it up. Oh, another key point before, excuse me, before you jump, you want to scout and open up every single pass. So like see these passes, as you scout, you're going to see, and I have maps of these on my Discord of where all the passes are. You want to open all these up because when you go to the New Kingdom, you can go back and you can click on your report. So don't delete this report, but you can go back and you can click on this report and open all these up for free. Again, a second time without scouting them. It's so awesome. And it's going to quickly open up your map for you. So like see all this extra like I'm getting to open up? So make sure you save that report and don't delete it. Major pro tip. So like I can, but right now he's still going. I don't want to scout. I only have one scout right now. But if I had my other 2 scouts, then I could send him to collect those. All your villages you can collect right here. So hopefully, let's see, this is level, I want to get to 7. I'll quit the stream after I get to 7. And then tomorrow we'll pick up, and then we'll push all these buildings tomorrow. We'll keep pushing the fog. And then we'll do a jump maybe like in 2 days. And then I will start my boosters in 3765. Right now we are in 3755, so that's what, another 10 kingdoms, so another 10 days, then I'll actually start my boosters. Those 10 boosters are going to end up being, my 10 boosters, oh my freaking gosh, those 3 boosters are going to end up being my farms later, so but we're going to use them in the New Kingdom just to help push our kingdom, our power quickly, to get stronger quicker. And then I'll start my main in 3772 with the rest of you all. I'm not doing a sleeper, I'm doing a jumper. And I'll push power, and y'all will get to see how fast I'm pushing power then. And I'm going to go free to play for a while. Yeah, I don't know how long. It's going to be a while. Because I want to show that free to play, you can pump power and you can pump it quick. And I'll be streaming it too. So I'm going to be doing less talking during that time, more action. But right now, I just wanted to really focus on, for these new players, what to do. So this is a little bit slower. Like, I can do things like hunt barbs. So barbs, you have to go... Let me push my Belsarius. Okay, so in early game, if you know, like for hunting barbs, I love Belsarius. I'm going to go ahead and use some books on him because I need to up him and get him where he's functional. So my favorite path right now to focus on is this little pattern right here. I go here and I go here with him. Once I unlock this, you know, he's pretty darn functional. The reason I love this one, because you're going to get extra RSS whenever you kill a barbarian. And you can do this, you know, up to 3 times, 3 out of 3. And that's going to give you a lot of extra RSS. So, you know, Belsarius is one of my faves. Just for barbs. Okay, I can't go anymore. I can upgrade him too. And all these, so ways to get your power up. Remember I said you want to have like 230,000 power by the time you jump, because we want to start out strong in the New Kingdom, right? You can upgrade, like I said, don't do your greens, don't do your blues, but you can get, well, you can. Let me take that back. Get all of your commanders to level 10 in early game. And once you get to level 10, do not upgrade past 10 except for the commanders that you're actually going to use, because then you're just wasting your books. If you want to push, like if I had, say I want to push Sun, I would barb hunt. Once he gets high enough, then I can hunt with two commanders. I would put him secondary to him and let him kill the barbs, and at the same time he's getting expertise. That is a quick way to up your commanders without using your books. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll just hunt some barbs here. No, I don't want to use you. I know you're a little bit stronger, but... And this is going to look really weird because we don't have any troops. But so normally when you hunt barbarians, you're going to want to use your cavalry. Cavalry's quick. So there's different types of troops. You know, like I said, we had... you have your horses or your cavalry. You have your range, which is your archery. And then you have your infantry, which is your swordsman, and then you have your siege, which is either your long distance, or and that tells us we just beat that guy. See, we had the extra stuff we got, and then now we can heal our troops. But you also use these for harvesting, so I only grow T1 siege for harvesting. But so, like with me, since I'm cavalry, later I'm going to change my account to cavalry civilization, but I'm going to push these cavalry. On my main account, I want to be pushing, my cavalry. So I have at least, 3 marches of cavalry, and then I'll have a secondary infantry, and then my siege for the harvest. So later on, after we get to level 10, you're going to get a free token to change your civilization. I would stay China to your at least CH21, if not CH25, depending on, because by KVK, but like I'm not infantry, so I don't want to keep this. I always go straight to Germany. Like if I was going to push and go to CH21 in the first couple days, I like Germany. 1, it's cavalry. 2, you get the trading speed, an extra 5%, and you get the action point recovery. Because I'm grinding when I'm, trying to power up my account. I'm grinding barbarians and I'm grinding forts. We're going to see forts later on, but you're only allowed so much action points, and I'll show you where that is. And then it decreases your attack. So once I get to CH21, I'm going to switch to this. But, whatever you want to do, if you want to go archery, I wouldn't recommend archery to like KVK3 because they're just not good commanders. You can use, what's his name, like Thigh Moist or whatever the heck his name is. Like there's a few you can get by. Well, KVK1, was it 1 or 2? You're going to get, what's his freak's name? Let me switch over. This is what happens when you're tired. Tomorrow I'll have slept, and I'll be a little bit more sharp. Oops. For freak's sakes, no. So, archery. Come on. So right now my harvesters are... I need to put more harvesters out. But commander-wise, for your archery, you can go up here also. There's this little feature here, and you can choose like your discipline. So like archer, the only good one that I would have would be YSG, and possibly your Thutmose or whatever his name is. But I'm not an archery person. I do expertise him because I use him as a secondary because I like his little boost things. Oh, sorry, I don't want to show markers. That's one thing. If you're going to stream, don't ever show your markers because you don't know who's going to watch them. But like my gear, I would say if I have a personal weakness, it's gear, because like everyone has their strength where they're really knowledgeable. And my position's my gear, so I make like 1 or 2 things of gear and then I plop them around, like I switch them around and put them on my different commanders. So, but cavalry is... And don't use that against me. Don't know what gear I have and then come and use it against me, because I'm not going to show all my gear, but like I'll just swap it around between my commanders. But you can see some of the different commanders I have here. But these two are my boys. Like I use them for everything. And then whenever I go to infantry. I'll focus on my Charles Martel and my Alex. And then for you free to play, you're going to want to use Sun. And, there's some other good ones. Like, I know a lot of people like to use Pirius or whatever his name with their Sun Tzu. They'll use their Bjorn Ironside. They love him. This guy right here, he's a green. He's great. The only reason he's up this high is because I use him in Sunset. Let's see who else. But that's it. So you can use that filter too with your commanders. But we all, like all of us, we have our strengths, so what we're really good. And I did not star that stupid account again. We have our strengths, like where we're good at the game, and then there's other people that have way better knowledge than I do, and like gear, some of those other things. But for me, starting accounts, I'm your girl. Stick with me. I'll help you get a strong account started. Cavalry, cavalry's my jam. But I do run 3 different marches. I do cavalry, infantry, and then I'll do my archery. But I'm paid to, pay to play, so I can do that. But I would say focus on one type. We're waiting on this. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up because I'm impatient. Okay. So we can go one more shot at this. 7, and then you're gonna stop. And then we're just gonna upgrade everything else. So this always you're gonna upgrade your stone, which I haven't even given a stone yet. Let me grab it. So Academy, where to go? Right there. I'll explain that in 1 minute. That's how you get your different to power up your tiers of troop type. And this just shows us like your reports. So we did make it to that cave and see if we got a reward. And then here's your battle reports. So like if you fight someone or you fight their Discord, anytime that they put up little banners. So that's what all that is. Okay, let me finish placing these. So stone. So to build a wall, every single time you're always going to have to upgrade your stone and then your tavern. And that's why I put these two side by side. Because it's always going to go stone, tavern, wall. And you need your wall to always upgrade your center, your city hall. And then something else that's really important, excuse me, is your academy. So your academy, like this is your economics. To get T5, you have to finish all of your economics. Okay, so these some of these are days, weeks to upgrade, and that's why you want to save your power-ups, because you're going to want to use your power-ups. 2 things to really focus on: engineering, mathematics, because that, like engineering, increases your building speed once you get up here, and this increases your research speed. But right now, as a jumper project, you're not going to be able to go past, I want to say it's right here, on your economics, because you're going to have to, it'll tell you like you have to upgrade your city hall to such and such to get there. And then this is your military. So like here, you're going to upgrade this. This will be, like right now, I can go ahead and upgrade this. This will be tier 2 troops, because right now we're tier 1. And then you have to complete all this. And then here's your tier 3, your tier 4, and then your tier 5. So for this, you do not have to upgrade everything. And this is, I have a shortcut to T5 on my Discord page where I have written down everything to upgrade, what buildings you need to upgrade, which is everything, but the order that you need to upgrade them. Once you get to CH25, like everything's there for you on my Lady Bad Wolf Discord page. And it's going to tell you like, hey, if you want to go to cavalry, for like me, I'm going to have to I have to focus on at least opening everything up. But after that, I'm just going to take the cavalry path. I'll have to open these up. Cavalry, camouflage will have to be finished. This will have to be finished. This takes you so much time. The combat defensive, like, I don't even remember the days that it takes. I have a chart on my Discord, but just a second, please. And then, here I'd go night, and I have to have each of this one 1, this one 10, 10. You have to finish all of your medical corps, finish all of your combined and your encampment. So these give you all different types of boots. So like this further increases your defense. So like they all have a purpose. And then you can open up yeah, I love cavalry. Like it's my baby. But on my T5 account, everything's opened up. I have all my T5s opened up. But I went cavalry, I went infantry. Then I did archery, and then I did my my trebuchet. But so really focus once you get to CH25 and you start pushing to T5 or even before. Don't just go like full blown. So like these, you don't have to go to number 5 here, number 5 here, all the way down, because you're just going to waste all this RSS, all these speed ups, all that time. Pick a path early on, and I have a chart that tells you what each thing. 93 is pushing. I'm going to switch back over to 93 in a little bit and play, but I just want to get this done. Okay, I'll go help. I'll be live again tomorrow, so y'all want me to stop the stream and go start another stream fighting? Do y'all want to watch that? So, Shion, are they going to kill me if I show markers? So, we'll finish up tomorrow on this. But yeah, let me go. Let me go have some fun. I'm gonna stop the stream right now, and I'll give me 5 minutes, and then I'll restart it, and we'll go play. If they're not going to. Oh, before I do that, let's do this right now. Where am I at? Boom. So now that's up here. Oops. That's my farm. There we are. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Let me stop the stream. Give me 5 minutes to get some water. My throat's getting dry, and let's just go. Let's go have some fun. And I may have to get some more RSS. Like a streamer option on setting. Yeah, I think there is. There's a way to shut off markers, but I need to see them too, because if I'm not following markers, I'm gonna get zeroed. Like, you know, that's the worst reason to be zeroed. Not all kingdoms will do that, but a lot of your big playing kingdoms, they're gonna zero you if you're not following your markers. So let me go ahead and speed these up right quick. If I have 13 hours, do I have any more of everything? Oh, that's 10 hours. 8 hours. 2. So like my speed ups, like everything's done. So all my speed ups are just used for my hospital, basically. All my troops are healing from last night. Okay, let me end this. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back. I'll turn on the stream and we will go kick some. We'll kick some tail. How's that sound? So see you in 5 minutes. Love y'all. Bye.